So as soon as the gimbal reached the service center, that thing did not have a problem anymore. It was working perfectly fine. Hi folks, welcome to this video, and this video is a little different from my other videos because this video is more about technology, and I would highly encourage everyone to watch this video till the end because this is a very important video, especially if you're planning to buy some equipment in India which is of DJI or some other international brand. And the thing is that I received a shipment. Okay, so this shipment has arrived and I'll tell you the whole story behind this shipment as I unbox it. So what happened was that I got myself a DJI OM6. It's a gimbal from DJI way back in 2022. So guys, this is it. This is the new gimbal, and I can see that this has also been a bit deformed. There is a bit of deformity that has come in the packaging. Now the thing is that as you can see, this is a sealed pack, and this is a completely new gimbal. So what happened was that I'll share the story behind this. I got my gimbal in October 2022 and I used it for close to 9-10 months. Then suddenly one day when I was shooting, what happened was that the battery went out. Like, it showed the red blinking sign which it shows, and it meant that the battery was not there. And I had charged it that morning only, so I was a little surprised that how did this happen. But then I was like, okay, maybe fine, something went wrong, and I put it to rest. I was shooting a video at that time, so I handheld the phone and I shot the video. Then I was still at the place where I was shooting for around 2 hours. So after 1 hour, what I did was I just tried again to see, just randomly you check some things. So I checked and the gimbal actually turned on and it shot for another 1 hour or something. So that time I realized that okay, something was wrong, because if the battery had died 1 hour ago, then how did it come back to life and shoot for another hour, right? So there was something wrong. When I came back home and I put it to charge, what happened was that the red light kept blinking for I think maybe 4 hours. The green light did not come on, although I'll tell you the charging time of the DJI OM6, this is the OSMO Mobile 6, which is the latest gimbal by DJI, and the charging time is close to 1 hour 37 minutes. So no matter how much the battery is discharged, it should be fully charged in 1 hour 37 minutes. So that time I realized that I'm screwed. Something has gone wrong with my gimbal. Then I was traveling at that time. Obviously I was shooting, so I didn't even have a chance to send it anywhere for repairs or something, and they have got very limited service centers in India. So I came back, and then what happened was that I sent them a message. I told them that okay, this is the problem which I'm facing, and the worst part about that problem was that it was on and off. For example, it turned on for a bit. I did a firmware update. I was really hoping that the firmware update would solve it, but nothing got solved. Even after that, I was getting the same problem. So I told them, and they told me that okay, send us a video. The service center guys, these guys are based in Delhi. So I managed to make a video, and I managed to make a 5-10 second video in which basically the charger was plugged in and the red light was constantly blinking. So they said, okay, do one thing, send us the gimbal via shipping, any kind of shipment. And here is what I want to appreciate DJI as of now. See, this is still seal packed. So right now I'll be upfront with you. I would like to appreciate their service first, and then I'll open this and hopefully this is functioning properly. So the thing was that they gave me the opportunity to send them the gimbal via shipment. And that was really nice because sometimes what happens is that if there is no service center in your city, and if you have to take it, then like whatever the gimbal costs, more than that my traveling expense would have been there. But still, it's good that they allowed me to send it via shipment, and they were prompt about it. When it reached there, I was constantly tracking the shipment and I was in touch with them. So when it reached, they sent me a job card that okay sir, this is your job card, this is the job sheet, and your product has reached us and we will be working on it. Then here comes the interesting part. I told you guys that the gimbal had a problem on and off. So as soon as the gimbal reached the service center, that thing did not have a problem anymore. It was working perfectly fine. 3 days in a row, the guy calls me and tells me that, sir, I am unable to find a problem with this gimbal. What do you want me to do with it? And I told him that, dude, you know how much I shoot, right? I'm practically shooting every day. So if I am hampering my work and I have sent you this gimbal, it must be having a problem. That's why I've sent it to you. So I don't care how long you keep it, but keep it long enough to, actually identify that problem. He was telling me that, sir, we have not found any problem in the last 2-3 days. I'll send it back to you. I said, if you send it back to me and then the problem arises, what will I do with that? Also, the warranty is also coming to an end within 1-2 months. So, it's a very risky situation for me. And these things are very expensive. It's one of the most expensive ones in the market. So, I mean, I was a little worried at that point of time that, okay, I spent so much on this. And if this stops working and even the service center is saying that there is no problem, and if it comes back to me and then it has a problem, so I'll be in a fix. We cannot trust your word of mouth. We cannot trust you that you're saying you have a problem and then we'll replace it. We want to see it ourselves, and if we think you're fit, you're eligible, then only we can give you a replacement. And the gimbal was working perfectly fine when it reached the service center. So it was a very worrying moment. Anyhow, after 5 days, finally it showed some problem. The guy made a video and then he took my address and everything and he sent me this replacement. So let's just unbox it. And actually, I was really busy when the first time it came, so I did not have the opportunity to actually unbox it. So this is actually my first unboxing. Didn't get a chance to unbox the first one. And so the thing is that DJI guys, they've been nice enough to write all the details on this. They put all their numbers and everything. So if you are getting one, first thing I'll tell is that if your gimbal is under warranty or any DJI equipment, you do not need to be worried, because I have faced the DJI service and it's fine. Like, at least they sent me a new piece, they sent me a fresh piece. So up till that point it's good. Now let's just open it. See right here, this is the seal. You can see that right here, this is sealed. So we'll just go ahead and slit it. And when I slit it, this is how it opens. So this is how it opens. And then, although I can see that this is pretty damaged, I'm making a live unboxing video. I hope that works out in my favor in case there's any problem. I think they bound it a little too tightly while sending me the shipment. Anyway, whatever happened, I'm not sure. Let's see what all is there inside this. Okay, so here is the pouch, pouch that says OSMO. And this is actually a very nice microfiber pouch. I really like using it. Then here we've got a cable, and this is a C-type cable. This uses a C-type charger, so that is very nice because practically everything uses C-type these days. You can plug it in any of your device chargers and it works that way. Then we come on to the gimbal, the real gimbal part, and see this is the clamp, and it's like you can just stretch it like that and it's magnetic. So this part is a magnet, and this is the gimbal. This is the gimbal, as you can see, brand new. And 2 ways you can turn this on. I'll just let you guys know the basic features and everything. First is when you open this, so it automatically works, and see there are 2 lights right here. So the green one, the bottom one, that's the battery level, and the top one is actually it shows how well aligned your phone is, and since it's not aligned right now, it's red. Then this is the joystick with which you can control the movement. If you want to turn the gimbal on or off without always folding it or something, so you can do this. So if you press this button, long press, then it turns off. So since I am using my device for filming, I just borrowed a family member's cell phone, so I'll be giving the demo on this. So basically this part you see right here, this says camera this side. So for example, if the camera of the phone is this side, then I need to put it like this, because this arrow has to be towards the camera. So this is how you put it. and it pretty securely you can fasten it. Another thing which you need to take care while fastening it is that it's in the absolute center, because if it's not in the center, then the gimbal starts vibrating and there is unnecessary pressure on the motor. Then we come on to the gimbal like this. So it just sticks magnetically. Now when you turn on the gimbal, this is how it works. And this light which I was showing you, that time it was red, now both of them are green, which means that the gimbal is perfectly aligned and the battery level is also good. Now you can control it using the joystick. You can turn it left, right, you can do it up and down. This part right here, it's for zoom, so you can adjust the zoom and everything while shooting. And this part right here, you can basically align the gimbal. For example, if I do it like this and I want to bring it back to its original position quickly, I just need to double tap it twice and see, it comes back to its original position. Then I can change the modes from here. You know, it's got different modes, and in all the modes basically what happens is that in the first mode it works in all the directions. Then in the second mode, I think one of the motors is locked, so it only works in one way. And in the third position, it works in another fashion. For example, right now if you can see, it has got two motors, one is here and one is here, so it works like that. And finally the last mode is the spin shot mode. So basically when you record, you've seen those turning shots, right? So it just kind of comes back like this, and the whole camera does a 360. For example, if I start off like this and then I come like this, so it just takes a full 360-degree view. It seems like the thing is rotating, and which is the subject. Again, here when you're using the application, you can use this for starting and stopping the recording. And this one is if I press it double, then it becomes in landscape mode. If I press it, then it again becomes in portrait mode. And here is the charging port of the gimbal. Then when I turn it off, you can see that it just goes into limp mode, and you know, like you can just control it freely. It's not advisable to mount or unmount when the gimbal is on, because you can put pressure on the motor. Also, while storage, the correct way to store is that you can see it's a lock unlock given right here. So you should lock this. It just snaps here and it locks, so that way you will not damage your gimbal. And what you do is that you bring it to here, right? You fix it like this, and then you keep rotating it until it's locked. So this is the correct way to store it. Now coming on to the last part of the unboxing. This part, basically this is a tripod, kind of tripod you can call it, because it screws onto the base of the gimbal and you can use it as a tripod. So many people use these because they do not have anyone to film for them, because this has motion tracking and everything. You know, if I move this side or I move this side, the gimbal will track my face and move like this. So for them it is very convenient to place it on this. And you know, this part, this bottom screw, you can screw right here. Also, another very cool thing about this is that it gets the extension rod, and it gets a massive extension rod. So you know, this much you can extend it. And if you're taking some really low shots, like I take some die-cast photos and everything, so for that it is really useful, because you know, if I'm sitting here, I can easily reach the floor without bending too much. Or even for high shots, you know, if I need to go to a car meet or something and I need to just film something above the crowd, so I can just use it to extend my arms. And this is one of the coolest features. Like there were a couple of reasons why I chose the OM6 over the OM5 or the 4. There were a couple of coming in the market at that time. This was probably one of the main reasons, because this is really functional. Although I'll be honest with you, the performance is not that good. Maybe it's only 80% as good as in this position, because obviously when you're extending, the motors do not work that well. But still it is very, very, very convenient. And when you're shooting like this, you know, the grip is very nice. Over here you can get some very nice padding over here, so it's very nice to hold. and you can easily go long hours shooting with this. Actually, when I sent it for replacement, I did not have this for close to a month, and that is when I realized how much I missed it, because I used to film around 25-30 minute videos, and holding this did not seem to be such a pain. But when you're hand holding your phone, your whole elbows and everything start hurting. So it's a very useful thing, and since I am into content creation, I went for it. And like, I just wanted to share this video, because obviously it is impossible to create a channel about everything. This was a tech video, but if you are watching it, then you will also get some valuable information from this. And many of the diecast guys, they are interested in drones and stuff. So if you want a DJI drone now, you can probably go ahead and get one with a lot of confidence, because what I saw, that DJI has got decent service in India. Even I was skeptical while buying a DJI product, and when it stopped working, I almost lost it, because I was not sure that I spent so much money on a DJI, and if it does not get replaced, or I do not get proper service, then my whole money is wasted. Because even Google phones in India, they do not have very good service. If I compare DJI to all of that, they have lived up to my expectations at least, and in fact even surpassed my expectations, because they took the product via shipping, and they kept sending regular updates. Good job, DJI. I always make fair reviews, so if I like something, then I'm going to appreciate it, and if I do not like, then obviously I'm not going to do some fake appreciation. In this case, DJI has done a good job by taking care of the Indian consumer. If Indian people are investing so much money in a DJI, then DJI is also taking care of them, and it's proper, it's legal, it's authentic, so no issues there. Just the thing is, the box in which it came, it was bent a little, so I was worried that maybe this one also might be damaged, but nothing as such. Just the box took a bit of impact in transit. And I really hope this video helps everyone who's planning to buy a DJI product, like a drone or a gimbal or anything, that if you ever need DJI service, they should be there for you. My experience has been decent so far. If you have any experiences with DJI in India so far, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.